Hello everybody, welcome back to another MinerManDouglas video. Have you ever wanted to create crates where you right click with a button and you get a random item? For example, a common crate, you may get common weapons, like swords and stuff. Or if it's a legendary crate, you get really good weapons like diamond. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So first we gotta talk about how a crate works. So basically, you have to have so many coins, but depending on what you're doing, like if you're doing a mining simulator, dungeon simulator, or some other thing, you'd have so many coins. So if you go to the action button that you have to place, you have to have a conditional. But if you go to if actions and add action, you won't see random. Which random is basically an action where if you go to a regular button, it's right here. But Hypixel limits you where it does not work inside of conditionals. Like the two things that you can't do are nested conditionals and random actions, which that's just what we need. So how it works is it teleports you to this box, to a small little box. In this small little box, you get teleported inside of it, and then you go through a little region down here. Once you go through the region, if you go through regions, once you create a region, in entry actions, what you do is you add a random action. So we're gonna dive into the bare bones details. So let's get right in. You know, we talked about crates in our dungeon simulator video, which I'll link in a card above, which is very informational, but you've got to create a little tall box for every single one of your crates. For example, I have 4 crates here, so I'd create 4 boxes. Now make each box 5 by 5 so it has a middle. Just to so. And make sure it has a middle just like that. Then fill in the bottom. Now make it around 10 blocks tall. And then fill in the walls. So I've made it. Now, currently I have a lighting mod using Lunar Client, but what you could do is just give yourself night vision if you can't see inside of it. So now what you want to do is find a corner and count 1 block up. Then destroy the block here, and left click the corner outside. Now on the other side, go 2 blocks up, do the same thing. Except instead of left clicking, you right click it using the region selector. Now we talk about more of those in the Pro Tools video, which I'll probably link in the description, or a card. Now once you've done that, you want to go to House Settings, Regions, Create Region, and name it something like Mystery Box, and whichever one, like Common. And then on Entry Actions, add a random action, and since this is a common one, I'm gonna go to Combat and get myself a wooden sword, and stone sword. Now, whichever weapon you want to come out the most, you get more of it. So if you go back to the region, and you go to entry actions, random action, and inside the actions, you want to add a give item. A give item wooden sword, or whatever sword you want that's common, and then a give a stone sword. But this would be kind of 50-50, 50 wood and 50 sword, 50 stone. But let's say you want like a 90% chance to get a wooden sword, but only a small chance for a stone. You add more give items with wooden swords. Make sure to include allow multiple. And just like that, you have your crate mostly made. Make sure you have allow multiple, because without allow multiple, it will not work. So you've added the crate. Now what you want to do is go in the middle of the crate, go down, fill the block in, and record your coordinates. Press F3, go to chat, and type them in. Don't type the decimals. And in Control-A, Control-C, copy the coordinates, go all the way back to the action button for the crate, sneak right click on it with no item, go to the conditional, and on if actions, add a teleport player to it. And now if if the conditional is fulfilled, it'll teleport them to the crate. But now we need to add the conditions. So find out what price you want for your common crate. For this, I'm just doing 5 coins. So I'm gonna go to conditions, go to stat requirement, coins, greater than or equal to, whatever the amount is, mine's 5. So if coins is greater than or equal to 5, it'll teleport player. Now usually for better user experience, you want to add an else actions, not enough coins, or whatever currency. That way if they don't have enough, it'll send them a chat message. And just for fun, you can also add a little sound effect, like the villager note, which is on page 9. And now it works. So the way you can give yourself the stat is if you can get an action button and use change stat or use /edit stats. You do /edit stat to your name, like MinerManDouglas, and then whatever stat you want, like coins, and then if you want to set or decrement, increment, I'm going to do set, just set mine really big. So I do this, I get TP'd, and I get another sword. But now we have to add an exit action, TP them out. So I'm going to go out of this, and go back over here to the shop. I'm going to find a coordinate, like staying right in front of it, like a block away, go to F3 again, and copy the coordinates. Copy them and go to the region, exit actions, and add a teleport player to those coordinates and paste them in. Make sure to include no space. So now if I clear my inventory, I have nothing in my inventory. If I right click this, I get a sword. Now if I right click this a lot, just like I said earlier, I'm going to get more wooden swords than stone. It's just a coincidence that I happen to get wood, stone, wood. And just add more and more of the one you want most, and it'll really become much more common. Now, you do the exact same thing for each of these, except do different coordinates, like add more boxes, add 3 more 5x5 or however many crates you have, and you find a coordinate up here, put the coordinate in there, using conditionals. Now thank you for watching the video, make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and make sure to like it. See you in the next one.